Have you ever felt more tired after waking up than when you went to sleep? Have your mornings become a struggle rather than a fresh start? You're not alone. And today, we're going to reveal something many seniors are never told. Because the truth is, some of the most damaging health mistakes don't happen in hospitals or during emergencies. They happen quietly, in your home, in your bedroom, at the very start of your day. These small, innocent habits, done daily, could be silently sabotaging your strength, balance, and even your future. So, before we dive in, please take a second to subscribe to The Best Chapter. This space is your place for guidance, support, and inspiration in the years that matter most. Now, stay with us until the end, because what you'll discover today could change how you start your mornings and how you live the rest of your life. Mistake number 1, eating a sugary breakfast. Breakfast is important, but what you eat is even more important. Many seniors begin their day with toast, jam, juice, or sugary cereals. These foods spike your blood sugar, leading to a crash just hours later. You feel tired, foggy, maybe even anxious, and it becomes a cycle. But what if your breakfast could give you energy that lasts? Helen used to start her mornings with a muffin and juice. It gave her a jolt, then a crash. But once she switched to eggs, yogurt, and some berries, she noticed a big change. Her mind felt clearer, her mood lifted, and her mornings felt steady again. Sugary breakfasts may seem harmless, but over time, they increase your risk of insulin resistance, fatigue, and cognitive decline. Instead, aim for protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Choose food that fuels, not fools, your body. Mistake number 2, starting your morning without water. After 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is not just resting, it's losing moisture. Every breath you take, every moment you sleep, tiny amounts of water evaporate from your body. By morning, your cells are already craving hydration, even if you don't feel thirsty. That dry mouth, that stiffness in your joints, that mental fog when you open your eyes, these aren't just signs of aging, they're often the result of overnight dehydration. As we age, our body's ability to signal thirst weakens. That means by the time you feel thirsty, you're already running low. And yet, many older adults reach straight for coffee or tea, both of which are diuretics. They stimulate the kidneys to release water, further depleting what little hydration you have left. It's like starting your car with no oil in the engine. Things might run for a while, but they'll wear out fast. Without adequate hydration in the morning, your blood becomes thicker, placing added strain on your heart. Your digestive system slows down, leading to constipation. Your brain struggles to clear the metabolic waste it collected during the night, leaving you foggy or forgetful. And worst of all, your risk of falling increases. Dehydration impacts balance, focus, and blood pressure. It may sound surprising, but many early morning falls and hospitalizations among seniors can be traced back to not drinking enough water. A simple 8 to 12 ounces of water right after waking can literally change the course of your day. It helps jumpstart digestion, improve circulation, and sharpen your mental clarity. Keep a glass or bottle beside your bed. Make it a habit. Treat it like brushing your teeth. It's not optional. Because when you hydrate first, you're not just quenching your thirst, you're giving your organs, your brain, and your entire system the fuel it desperately needs to thrive. Remember, your body did the work of healing overnight. Now it's your turn to give it the tools to keep going strong. Don't let your day begin on empty. Hydrate to heal. Mistake number 3, taking medication on an empty stomach. For countless seniors, mornings begin with a simple ritual. Reach for the pill organizer, take the necessary medications, and move on with the day. It's fast, efficient, and seems harmless. But what many don't realize is that this small habit could quietly be undermining their health. As we age, our digestive system becomes more sensitive. The protective lining of the stomach thins, the rate of digestion slows, and our tolerance for certain substances, especially medications, drops significantly. Taking pills on an empty stomach can lead to more than just discomfort. It can cause nausea, stomach irritation, dizziness, or even serious dips in blood pressure. That slight wave of uneasiness you feel after swallowing your pills? It could be your body warning you. And in older adults, that warning sometimes comes too late. After a fall, a fainting spell, or a trip to the emergency room. Louise, a 78-year-old retired teacher, followed this very routine. Every morning she took her blood pressure medication right after waking up, often before eating anything. One day, as she stood to make her way to the kitchen, the world tilted. Her knees buckled, and she barely managed to grab the counter before collapsing. Shaken, she visited her doctor, who explained a critical detail she had never been told. Food acts as a buffer. It cushions the stomach lining, slows the absorption of medication, and helps regulate its effects. For medications like blood pressure pills, this balance is essential. When taken without food, these drugs can work too quickly, lowering blood pressure too fast and leaving you vulnerable to dizziness or fainting. The solution? Something as simple as a piece of toast, a few spoonfuls of yogurt, or even a banana before your medication can make a world of difference. It's not about a full breakfast, it's about giving your body the tools it needs to process what you're giving it. And this isn't just for prescription drugs. Many over-the-counter medications and supplements like aspirin, iron, or even some vitamins can wreak havoc on an empty stomach. So what's the best approach? Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about each medication you take. Ask which ones require food, which don't, and how timing plays a role. Keep a small snack near your bedside if necessary. Remember, preventing a dizzy spell, a fall, or an emergency isn't always about major life changes. Sometimes it's the smallest adjustments, like eating a bite before your pills, that protect you the most. Give your body the support it needs. Start the day steady, nourished, and safe. And now, mistake number 4. Getting out of bed too quickly. The alarm rings, or maybe the sunlight peeks through your curtains. You open your eyes, take a deep breath, and instinctively begin the same routine you've followed for decades, swinging your legs over the side of the bed and pushing yourself upright. It seems harmless. But for older adults, this automatic habit can be quietly dangerous. Why? Because as we age, our body's internal systems, particularly those that regulate blood pressure, don't respond as quickly as they once did. What used to be a simple motion at 40 or 50 can now become a risky maneuver. When you move from lying down to standing too fast, your blood pressure can plummet. This sudden drop, known as orthostatic hypotension, may not always come with warning. One moment you're upright, the next, the room spins, your knees buckle, and balance vanishes. All it takes is one misstep for a life-changing fall to occur. Take Gerald, for example, an energetic 80-year-old who prided himself on staying active. Each morning, he'd leap out of bed, eager to tackle the day. But one morning, that eagerness caught up with him. As he stood, dizziness struck. His vision blurred, and before he could reach for the wall, he was on the floor with a fractured hip. The injury required surgery, a hospital stay, and months of painful rehabilitation. His doctor explained something Gerald and so many others had never heard. The transition from sleep to standing needs to be slow and intentional. Your heart, your brain, and your muscles all need time to synchronize. The best way to do that? Begin by simply sitting on the edge of your bed. Let your feet touch the floor. Wiggle your toes to stimulate circulation. Take a few deep breaths. Roll your shoulders. This gentle pause gives your body the chance to stabilize. Then, when you stand, do it slowly, hand on the bed or a sturdy surface if needed. That 30-second delay might feel insignificant, but in truth, it's a powerful act of self-care, because falls don't just bruise the body, they steal confidence, independence, and freedom. You've made it this far in life by being strong, wise, and resilient. Let that wisdom guide your mornings too. Give yourself time, because a steady rise leads to a safer day, and you deserve to begin each morning with strength and stability. And now, I want to say something personal, something many of us need to hear. You're not too late to change. These mistakes don't define you. They don't mean you failed. They simply mean you've done what you thought was best without being told otherwise. But now, you know better. And knowing is power. If your mornings have felt heavy, if your energy's been low, if you've blamed it all on age, please reconsider. Just a few small shifts each day can completely change how you feel. Not just this week, but for years to come. So drink that water, eat that toast, stand up slowly, make your breakfast count. These aren't just routines. They're acts of self-love, of protection, of choosing life every single day. If this video spoke to you, let us know in the comments. Share one morning habit you're going to change. We read every single message, and your words inspire others more than you know. And please, if you haven't yet, subscribe to The Best Chapter and tap the bell so you never miss another video. Because this is your chapter. Let's make it the best one yet.